Alright, 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 alright. Oh shit. Was it episode 14? Oh, God. So first let's just close BitTorrent so that it flushes the file. Yeah. Why does that happen? Okay, and the time code is it didn't give me one. That'll be useful. I guess I'll have to actually load the subtitles. I'm looking for November. Oh wait, no, that was just a file name. Looking for October. Oh, right here? Yeesh. Well, whatever. It's a static sign. Let's do it like this. Well, so the goal, of course, is to make it look like it was actually put there by the studio. And you can see they already set up a styling thing with English lettering right here, so you could just border it around. So let's do a few things here. I'll do a few different methods, and we'll see which one looks the best. Okay, like that. So, let's look. Slightly different font. But you could also just match these two fonts here, which I think would probably be better, because it seems to already be matching the two weights that are already here. Ooh. I don't know what time it is in German, man. They seem pretty awake. I don't know. What do you think? Nah, too cartoony. This is a bit more regular. I like that. Slightly serifed. Not even balanced. No. Serifs just don't work. No, I need serifs. Of course, this is the bigger thing, your fonts. I guess I'm narrating this to who I'm criticizing. Oh, there we go. Oh god, it shows it. Okay. Yeah, your font selection is shit and doesn't really give you anything to work with on where you should put it. Your font selection should always help inform you of where you're actually going to be putting what you're doing. Ugh. Maybe I should just go straight for the Japanese fonts. It almost... If you wanted to... No. It's not really gothic. You can't go wrong with an intro. Oh, apparently you can. Look at that. It looks like shit. I hate the G. Basically, I'm looking for something that has a similar weight with the little minor serifs here and there, but doesn't look retarded. See, that's sans serif, so it won't work. Too thin. Oh. Maybe for that, okay. I'm only matching these like these. These are definitely not going to be their final place. I'm matching them like this because, you know, this goes to that, that goes to this. Just to keep them nice and ordered. Man, I really am not finding a font I like. Yeah, okay. And of course, it's just finding the place to put them that doesn't look bad. Oh. I'm really gonna have to do the whole thing? I probably am. Okay, well here, let's do just some basic cleanup here. Some styling. Yeah, just back. I can probably just leave it. Okay, I think I'm going to need to double weight it. I guess I should have duplicated this up instead of that down. Well, whatever. And then I need probably just board 1. Too dark. Yeah, that looks right. And now I just copy this. Actually, I probably could just set alpha. And I'm just doing this to make it real easy, human readable. So I hate going into shit and that I'm not able to parse it. This, of course, is going to end up being slightly different anyway, because different weighted font, but meh. Yeah. Oh well. Eh. No, I kind of like that. Yeah, that works. And then what's left is this. No, it needs to be down here. I guess I break the pattern if I do. Actually, there's a lot of space just right there. Anyway, this is one version you could do. Okay. Actually, you know what? It's already did the job of styling. Now you can just resize it. If you wanted to go be retarded and do your thing here. The important part really is paying attention to weight and how people actually read English. I guess this needs to have a little bit of a shadow. You can see already these new positions make the fact that I have the weight of the borders really bad. Just gonna adjust them. Actually, do I not have blur on the primary? Yeah. Why is it blurring so much? What the fuck? Oh, god damn it. Really? Fucking Demon Hero is a piece of shit. So the color matrix and the resolution doesn't even match. What the fuck? God damn it. Now I gotta redo everything. God damn it. Okay, whatever. I gotta redo all of this. I think I actually do like the weight of that one. It's mostly just this one. I just need to adjust this alpha more, I guess. Yeah. Damn. Anyway, yeah. Whatever. Ignore the fact that now the styling is going to be all retarded. You saw the process I went through to do it. That's what's important. So the, of course, is to match the weight. You can see. But text at the top, people almost never do this. If you're going to put this text here, hang on, I need to get a script now. Just for my sanity. It's in, nah, shit, I don't think it's in here. Oh, I guess it shouldn't be always. Okay. Oh, right. I don't give a fuck about the rest of this show, so. Because it's a subtitle. You don't want to be matching the size. So you'd go somewhere here. The goal is just to make it blend. Like the studio had actually decided to design it like it goes there. Which means matching weights, matching balance, looking at how they're doing their negative space. You probably put it. That's why instead of trying to float this, you know, somewhere here, where do you put it here? Oh, actually, see, you could do it right at the top there. You'd style it just like the rest, and it looks like it would actually be put there. That's the whole goal. And of course, don't be retarded and put it sideways. No one can read sideways. No one reads sideways. It's just dumb and it's bad practice. But that's just the whole goal. You find a place to put it where it looks like they'd put it. You maintain the balance. You still maintain the negative space. Still, you read it left to right. All the information is there. Of course, adjust the styling there and there. I'm not interested in doing stuff like that, but so there we go. 2 perfectly fine places that you could put it. And mostly that's what you should spend most of your time doing. You spend, you know, an hour or 3 getting your fonts in order, finding exactly the ones that you like that would be repeatable throughout the show. And then most of the time is just finding places to shove it. I mean, that's all typesetting is. It's fonts and positioning. Everything else is just blending to get it to work. Alright, so I guess I'll explain negative space. So for that, I'll just use the studio sign. You can think of it as referring to how much padding. You see how much space they gave here, how much space they gave here, how much space they have just right here. And then there's a lot of functions with it. It has a lot of purpose. Part of it, of course, if you go through this whole scene, you look where they place the negative space of this sign right here. So all of this is filled. If you were to look at this position here, if you were to look over here, your eye is drawn to this, your eye is drawn to this. If you look in this corner, your eye is drawn here to these decals, to over here. But as we're looking here, there's nothing to distract you because, of course, this is what you should be looking at. But if you're referring to, say, this plane, if you're using old cell animation, this would be a cell, just a subtitle cell. This would be a cell, the background. Then there's the even background, so it gets foreground, background. All individual cells. You can see the space of the detail. The background has barely any detail. This is very plain edge detail. So you look here, there's nothing to actually see. There's just a small gradation here. All the detail is at the top. And so the dithering pattern of the background and the edge pattern of the foreground make you scan this part right here. But you see, if you try to scan at that position, that's exactly where the Japanese sign is placed, right here. Big, bold, with a shadow. And so the only place to really look is right here, at the moving mech in the background here. And that's the function of negative space. There's negative space right here on this specific cell, the specific plane of the subtitle. And its only function is to not get in the way here and to actually draw. There's a lot of theories in art course about how it works, but the function changes depending on the scene, of course. Because like for this subtitle here, its function is not to distract, to have nothing in this detail space right here that you're looking at instead of this mech, the moving thing. And then of course the function of the negative space in the background elements is to draw your eye specifically to the median of between the foreground and the background. And so that's kind of like the functionality of negative space, but essentially it's just the space that you don't fill, but you still don't fill it with intention. The reason this isn't, you know, 8 points bigger is a reason. You're building this balance in the frame that they've drawn here. The reason why they even have a frame and it's not, you know, free floating in space. One is so you have a place to float your retarded text here. Put this star for whatever reason. But also it's because if they didn't have this frame here, there's so much more space. This frame actually takes up way more than just, you know, the pixels that it inhabits. It fills in this good area here. So if you look here, you're drawn here and you're drawn here, you're drawn here and you're drawn there. You're you know, manipulating a negative space. And that's kind of it. There's a lot more to it, and I haven't thought of this since my art classes, so I'm a bit rusty. But it's the function. Negative space is basically functional space that you haven't filled. Even this overlap here. Though I kind of don't like this, but of course it's put there for a function. There'd be too much space, and they don't want to put star. So it's gonna bleed over. Anyway, I don't know. It's Concrete Revolution anyway, it's a shit show. But like these kinds of shows even, you can look, there's a lot of good things with the Shitty Bones show. They know how to manipulate their space. Black here. Wait, what the fuck is that? Oh, right, because I resampled them. Okay. Oh no, I AN7, that's what it was. Anyway, I guess I'm done.